Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've been having a play with this one today. It's a hostess set and it's called Make a Splash, and I think it's really cute. I love it, love it, love it. I love anything with the fishy bowls and anything like this. I just think it's so adorable, and a little fun gatefold card as well. So it's this one. Look at that, how cute that is. It's the little things I've put, and then what I've done is stamped one of the fish and added blue cardstock behind it, and it just flicks open like this. And look, we've done a bit of sponge. You can write on this section if you want to, or you could write on there. I just think it's absolutely adorable. I love it, love it, love it, in fact. So I've added DSP on both sides. I mean, you could even write your message on the back if you wanted to. And you get those little bits off, but it stands up really nicely as well, and you know, I just love it. And the little fish is just acting as a little stopper. If you wanted to though, you could add ribbon onto these sections and tie a little bow there if you wanted, but I like it just like that. And it's literally is, I think it's 4 1/4. Yeah, it's 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. Just so cute, isn't it lovely? I love it. I did a bit of blending in there as well. I also done, and each just popped on a dimensional, and done some blending in there as well. Just think it's absolutely adorable. I added little bits of shimmer on the bubbles to show that the little air bubbles are going up, and on the fish and the plants. Excuse me. And then it just pops together like that. Fits in a standard size envelope. I think it's brilliant. If you're American, you can do 5 1/2. I'm going to show you the card pieces. I have a little doodle I do, and I'm thinking, ooh, 3, 4 1/4, 1 and then I add it all up. So that's how I come to jiggle out a few. I like to draw and then add the measurements and then work out the dimensions. So, but the card on the front is 3 1/2, not 3 1/4. I was thinking 3 1/4 at first, and then I decided 3 3/4, and it was too big. So I decided then to make it 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. That way I got 1/2 inch either side and 1 inch top and bottom, so it fits on there. And it was just big enough for my fish bowl. And then we're going to score an 8 1/2 piece on the long side at 3 7 1/4. That's all. And so I've wrote all the measurements down. If you wanted to take it down to 5 1/2, please adjust these measurements accordingly on the side. That way you would have 3/4 of an inch either side and 1/2 an inch either side. If you, is it 1/2 or 1/4? It's 1/4 inch either side. Well, not quite. That one is, it's about 3/8. Yeah, it's about 3/8 either side, and then 1 inch top and bottom. I haven't measured, I've just guessed. As you can tell, that's not quite 1 inch, and that is not quite 1 inch. Or just over 1 inch. But you know, it's just eyeballing it, isn't it? So it's really cute. So I've got my blending brush. Yeah, those. So if you want my sizes, that's the measurements. This is thick white card, balmy blue, DSP, and whisper white. So if you want to go and grab them, we'll make it together. I'm going to pop that away. Got my blending tool. I've got my card pieces. So you need a piece of thick white card, 2 of those. I've got our whisper white pieces, and then I've got my layering pieces. 2 of those. They're 1 1/8 by 5 5/8. These are 2 7/8 by 5 5/8, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 5/8, and this is, I think it's 3 3/8 by 3 3/8, and this is 3 and I've just written it down in my book. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then just a normal standard piece. This is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 and 3/8. I've got it all written down, I don't know why I just didn't look, but they're for layering up. So before we do our scoring, I'm going to do a little bit of layering actually. Get these ready to be mounted on the card. And I chose the Pleaster's Punch designer series paper with the little raindrops on because it's all to do with water. And we don't really have much. Let's go in the inside of the card. As we haven't got much in the way of papers for fish, so I chose the, and that's squirting out, Pleaster's Punch designer series paper for the little raindrops, just so it all ties together. Perfect. I think it's so cute. And like I say, with our long piece of white card, we're just going to score that at 3 inches and then 7 1/4. Perfect. It's about the technique of making fun fold cards a little bit more fun. Love it. You know me, I love my fun fold cards, and I know a lot of you do too. And the DSP strip, they're 1 inch. These are 1 by 5 and 3/8, I think. I'll tell you now. 1 by 5 1/2, sorry. And those pieces were 2 3/4 by 5 1/2, and this is going to have our white piece on there once we have done our sponging, so we can set those to one side. Let me just plug that back in, otherwise it's just going to keep leaking because I pulled out the pin too quickly. There we go. Plug it back up. Oh, let me get a bit of rubbish to wipe my fingers on. Now I can fetch my little score tool up. I mean, you could actually score this at 1 1/4, and then you'd have to, I'm not going to work it out like that, I'm just going to score it at 3 and 7 1/4. So I'll spin it round, or you could then do it, oh, that's 1 1/2, 7 1/4 Gaynor. So not the first, yeah, that'll get hidden. So, but if you want, you could have scored at 1 1/4 and 5 1/2 if you didn't want to do it that way. So I got to remember to score the short line. Have I? Or have I just... Yeah, that's that. That's right. That's that first score line. And then this one's coming across here. And they meet up in the centre, making sure your papers don't... So it's a gatefold card, but it's not in the centre, it's just off centre. And then our white panel will get added on there after we've added our DSP. And like I say, we're just going to eyeball it, and we're just going to attach down this side. I suppose you could attach this side, but then you'd have to put your little fishy there. So let's do this one more time. Gently tuck it out, and it's still going to ooze on me, I think. You need 2 of each of these panels just for the front of the card. Whoops, because they're going in here. Make sure your raindrops are going the right way, unless you want them upside down, which I don't think you would. because it is directional paper. Doopy-doopy-doo. Nice little border. You could do 1/4 inch increments if you wanted, but I just like small borders. Some days I don't mind a larger border, but it depends on the mood I'm in. Love these papers. Oh, I could have used the rainbow effect, I suppose. That's pretty. Or even little flowers, but I mean, it got nothing to do with the fishbowl, so that's why I chose these papers. One for the inside. I mean, these are optional on the inside. If you don't want those, you don't have to. It does bulk the card out a little bit, but I suppose if you were posting, you could just do the layering sizes for the DSP and just use the thin DSP if you were posting. But if you plan on hand giving, then use the layers as well. Perfect. Nice. Now I can just look at it, still oozing out. I can just dot that on there now. Perfect. This is our piece for there, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 1/2. Perfect. No, it's by 5 5/8. This is 5 1/2. So we're going to do a bit of blending. That's going to go on there. Beautiful. This one's going to go on there. Beautiful. So I'm going to fetch in a piece, pop that to one side. Let's get this, oh look at that, oozing out. Just relieve the pressure. Stick it back in the bowl. I'm not tight, I promise, I'm just frugal. Pop that away for a while. I'm going to fetch in some scratch paper, which I've already used, as you can see. So for the bottom half of the card, I'm going to use Sahara sand. And I'm just going to gently grab some ink. And I want to start off and then just fetch it up. I'm not going to go as mad as I did, I don't think, of the other one, because you can leave this for somewhere for people to write even. That's entirely up to you. I'm only coming up about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Just adding those depths. So cute. I tell you what, it soon comes off, these beautiful brushes, by just giving it a good old rub. Nothing else coming off there. And then I'm going to swap over to Seaside Spray. And again, I'm just going to gently start off, oops, no, on the side, and fetch that in. I'm hoping I'm not going to go as deep on this one as well, because for one, I haven't got a re-inker for it yet. I just wanted to add some blue, and it doesn't matter if you go down into the other colour, because it's just going to meld in together as well. So let's start off. just build up your colour. I think that's cute. It's really cute. Whoops. Oh, Gaynor. It's the paper's creased. Let's turn it over. That's better. Get a bit more colour down here. Just stops the harshness if you go plonking straight on top. Isn't that lovely? So cute. Right, let's pop that away for a minute, because once we've done our fish bowl, I basically just, because it's so close to the edge, I just did that. I mean, I could do it now if I wanted, and just like gently create some colour in the centre. Definitely need more. I'm gonna have to order. I want to just, I would say if you could pull in the colour in without coming off the sides, just start off really gently. And then press it down. I always dab off. There we go, we've got a bit of colour coming in now, can you see that? It's just to mimic the water in the fish bowl. Go too dark. I think that's perfect. Sweet. We can always go back in. I'm not going to clean that brush. We can always go back in after we've added the fish bowl. So that's going to be my top, I think. I might have to turn over and just do it again. We'll see. So let's pop that to one side. Now I've got two lots of green. I've got Granny Apple green, and I've also got Coastal Cabana, because it's like a bluey green, but I think it's more like tropical waters for the fish tank. And for these, I'm gonna stamp and stamp off. And I'm gonna stamp and stamp again. In fact, I'm gonna open my card because I can't remember. It doesn't have to be exactly the same even. Oh, I stamped once with those and then off with the other one, but I'm liking that green. I think that's really cute. Got my cleaning cloth at the ready as well. I like that. And then we can come in with the other colour for our other plant. I suppose we could stamp and stamp off this one as well. Cute. How sweet is that? Love it. So for the inside the fish bowl, we've got this different leaf, weed, which is that shape. I think that's really cute as well. So we'll use that later. May swap the colour on that as well. And then for our goldfish, I'm just using pumpkin pie, believe it or not. They're so cute, these fish. So I've got this. Ah, Gaynor, what have you done? Oh, it's that one that's the different shade. Yes. Love it. So, fishy wishy one. Now he's on the up. As if he's looking up at his friend, which you'll see in a moment. That one. Because he's up here and this one's looking at him, so. How cute is that? As soon as I saw it in the back of the catalogue, I thought, oh, I've got to have that. I think that is. And Frankie loves. He used to have a little goldfish and he loves it. So I'm swapping over to black. gonna stamp. That's not the one, it's this one. And this one says, let me stamp it up and I'll tell you. Thanks for making me smile. And I'm just gonna put that as level as I can there. How cute is that? Love it, love it, love it. Oh, we're going to come back to our blue. I'm going to leave that out as well because we're going to do some more. And now we've got these tiny little air bubbles. And what I do, I just span it round so they look like they're going all the way to the top. And you can even come, because it's so pale, you can go through those letters as well. How cute, can you see that? They're adorable. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to need that again in a minute. So let's pop that onto one side. I wish there was more detail for the bottom, but there's only the bottom of the, you know, that for the bottom of that fishbowl. Maybe I could just use one side of it. Let's try that actually. This is the bottom of our fishbowl. Let's see if that would. Just add a bit of I don't know. I've spoilt it now, do you reckon? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Right, now for our fish tank. Let's put that to one side for a moment. Oh, I got our fish bowl here. Please don't forget to prime your stamps beforehand. Let's see what this looks like once we've... Right, I gotta... Or is it that way round? I can't remember. They're supposed to be equal, aren't they? That's right, doesn't matter. Gaynor's own am ardent. So I'm going to try and keep this as straight as possible. Cool, just fits on there beautifully. Squeaky. And I've also got a little strip which is for the front. I'm going to stamp my message and then I'm going to flag the ends with that as well. And with the top of our water bowl, I know it's a lot of swapping of colours, but it's worth it. You've got the little ripple of the line. Just so the water seems to be right at the top of the bowl. I think that's cute. Maybe I have a bit too much. Oh, it doesn't matter about that colour up there. That's perfect. Right, we're going to need that again in a minute for our little bubbles. So I'm just going to add one of those lovely little fishies. Where's he gone? This little cute guy. Oh, this is the one I stamped out and just backed it onto some blue cardstock, and I've already done that to save time. So here's our little fishy again. I think he's just so cute. And we want the air bubbles for him. just so stinking cute. I love it. And then our sandy bottom now. And then we can go back to our greens. And with it being photopolymer, you can more or less get that bang on. Love that, so cute. Oh my goodness. Make sure you click all your boxes in a place. And I've got another little sentiment there, which is on the back because I was running out of blocks. And this one says, it's the little things. Cute. I love the font on this as well. I think it's really adorable. So have I missed any? Yes, now we can pop that away. And then we've got that other little leaf. Let's pop that up there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not going to use the Coastal Cabana actually. I'm just going to use the Granny Apple Green. I think it's so cute. Plenty of arm exercise. Oh, I think that's lovely. And I'm going to just pop one more in the centre. And we're going to have a little bit extra in this one. That is so adorable. And they clean up it lovely. That is just so sweet. Isn't that cute? I've been saying anything so cute than that in all my life. It's adorable. So I'm just going to get rid of the glue on here. Do you know what? These bristles are just so soft. Make sure there's nothing coming off on my hand. Perfect. Throw my scrap away, put my cloth away, grab some dimensionals. And like I say, and I just added, I wasn't going to go in all these little nooks and crannies and that. I just, if I stamped the wrong fish. Oh, do you know what I've done? Look. He's upside down, bless him. He's supposed to be that way. So we'll add that afterwards, but I'm just going to pop a dimensional on the back of that. Perfect. And then, oh, we need to flag the end of this. I'm going to use my little scissors. Just a bit of paint on her. So cute. Put some dimensionals on the back of there as well. Love it. Like I say, really speaking, I should have, if you wanted to add ribbon, you should do it just before you put the layers on. But, or just pop it, maybe you could have put a piece under there so far and then have it coming out that way, and the same that side, or just even under the back of here. But I don't think it needs it. I just like that little fishy down there holding it into place. So fetch our card back in and our glue. Now it's getting close towards the end of the bottle, see, it's only down to there. as you draw the pin out. See, it sucks up air, which then creates like a vacuum. You could even pop this on dimensionals if you wanted to. I don't think I've cut that quite big enough. No, my luck, I haven't. But it should be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. It's 3 1/4 that way. Ah, I've got 3 1/8. That's what I'm at. Because my card stock was already cut, I went with what I got. So, right, now close your your card, position. You could be precise here if you wanted to and give yourself that inch either side. Let's just check that. They're just over. Why is that then? Let me just check my card. 5 3/4, 3 1/2. So 3 1/2. 5 3/4. 1 1/8. 1 1/8. That's right. And then you want to check the distance there. I know we're only just having a mess around at the minute, but you want to see how much space you've got for gluing. So I'm going to just keep my thumb there, and I'm going to glue down just to my thumb. And I'm putting a fair bit on because 1, I don't want it to come off for 1. 2, I want to line it up again. And see if I can keep the distance like I had it. Just a fraction. Oh, that's stuck. That's well and truly stuck. Just make sure that's level. Perfect. Yeah, just about 1 1/8 either side. Nicely done. Just give that a good burnish. Open it out, make sure there's no glue on the up. I suppose you could put a small piece of designer series paper there if you didn't want anything showing. But if you were posting this card, you could just use DSP and use it the same size as your layers. That way the card will be thinner, because that is now got 1 2 3 4 5 layers. You've got 2 lots of DSP, 2 lots of cardstock, and your card base. So it can be quite heavy. And I know a lot of people don't like to go over 20 grams because the postage just shoots up. You can decide wherever you want to put this sentiment now as well. You can have it at the top because you've got even distance. I put it down the bottom and put your other little fishy up the top. It's entirely up to you. Let's do that one actually. So I'm going to pop this one down here. Make sure it's nice and neat. Perfect. Pop that away. And because my little fishy is pointing the right way now, you only need a little bit for it to catch on. You don't want to do it too far down and then not be able to. You could even have done him on a little, with the cardstock, put a little brad. Oh, that would have been good, wouldn't it? I could have posted a brad on there. Oh, Mr. Boyce, I'll be 2 seconds, girls. Hello, sweetness, I'm filming. Alright, sweetheart. See you in a bit. Love you too. Bye. Oh, bless his soul. Yeah, so he is now facing the right way, but you just want a little bit to catch without it. So let's get that peeled off. And he is cute. I'm going to perhaps say put his little fin there. and that one there. Look, just enough to hold him in place. And then we can add the centerpiece. Oh, I love this. And I've just put my glue away. What am I like? Perfect. Me pulling faces. I get some deep thought. My tongue sticks out and everything. So we've got a good distance either side, top and bottom. Give that a nice. See what I mean about it's pale enough for you to write somebody's name and who it's from. But if you didn't want to spoil that, you could do that there. Or if you didn't, you could have added another piece of Whisper White there and maybe write your message in there. It's entirely up to you. But there it is, my side fold, my fun side gatefold card, I'm going to call this. But now, if you'd have added a brad on the card stuck underneath, then put your little fishy over the top, hold it in place while you cut it out, then put the brad, then the fish on top so you won't see the brad, and then you could have moved that back and forth to keep that card closed. You know, swing it round. Put the tail right in the action. Like that. And then slide it. But that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Stands up gorgeous. So, upside down fishy. I'm going to have to take that off, aren't I, and turn it round. Looks like he's drowning or passed away. God bless his little soul. Let me see if I can get it off without ruining it. I can always put another dimensional. Oops. If you get your glue eraser, it will take that off without taking your paper off. Look at that, perfect. So is that a good burnish? Get myself another dimensional. Pop it on my little fishy. Now he'll be looking the right. I was thinking it looked a bit weird, but no. Okay, never done it wrong. So again, I'm just gonna pop him there so he now is facing the right way, and he will still unclip. That is so cute. Right, well, a couple more things to go. When she said she can put a glue topper in. Oh my goodness. Gator's going blind. I cannot see. Yeah, I always get a pen and paper and sit around drawing things and coming up with things like that. So with this one we're going to need, we're just going to grab some gems. I'm going to add a few little gems on there just to brighten it up a little bit. Maybe pop one down there. I'm going to have it, I'm not going to have, oh no, I'm going to put it on the outside of the fishbowl this time. And then I'm going to have one just over there. Get my shimmer pen. And I'm just going to go over the bubbles and my cute little fishy. Let's do the ones inside. So bubbles. And they're my little fish. So cute. How sweet is that? I'm just going to clean the end. That is so sweet. Perfect. Come in and clip him into place. Everything glistens in water, doesn't it? And then this fishy here. Perfect. There we go. There is my fun side gate fold card. It was a mouthful. So doesn't matter which way around either. It's just gonna glisten and shine. Look how cute. So let's pop them open just to show that they stand up beautifully as well. Quite close as well, you can get them pretty close together so you can still see it all. But there we go, there it is, that little side gatefold card. Yay! We got there in the end. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give a thumbs up and a share, that would be amazing. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and the little bell straight away, that way you won't miss any future videos. I do post on a daily basis, so come back tomorrow and see what we make tomorrow. Till then, bye.